today's heading is heating curve. What is a curve? Curve is actually a graph to show the effect of heat on a substance, to show the effect of continuous heat on a substance. So, for example, we will take a question like this. Question will say, you are given ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Ice at minus 10 degree. Ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius is given, and we have to convert it to steam. Steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Draw heating curve to show the conversion. Question will say that. Draw heating curve, convert certain mass of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius into steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Draw graph or draw heating curve. So for that we will be drawing two lines. In the answer sheet, we will not use graph paper. Roughly we are sketching. So we don't need graph paper. Don't ask for the graph paper during exam. This side will take temperature. Temperature is degree Celsius. And this side we will take time. We can take time here or amount of heat. So any one of them can be taken. Time. Denoted by T, this axis like this. Here temperature is taken like this. Vertical axis, here horizontal axis. Here we will show the temperature 0. You can show it out here 20, a big like 20, 40, a gap of 20, 60, 80, 90, 100. And this side will be minus temperature, right here minus 20, minus 40. Let us show only two of them in the negative side. We are having ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Do you think ice will melt at minus 10? The answer is no. Ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius if the ice is pure and the pressure is normal. So we consider that the ice is pure and the pressure is normal. So it will melt at 0 degrees Celsius. That is the melting point. So at minus 10 degrees Celsius it is not going to melt. What is minus 10 will be somewhere in between here. Minus 10 will be here. So ice, when you start heating, it will not change its state at minus 10, it will change its state at 0 degrees Celsius. So you have to draw a line like this, show the change like this way. That means temperature of ice is increasing, it comes to 0 degree. Now here at 0 degrees Celsius, the melting will start. So melting will be taking place here. So you have to thicken this line like this. You have to make this line thick. This part will represent change of state, and it will take longer time than to rise of temperature. It will take longer time. We are doing the heating curve, and we are showing how can we convert a certain mass of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius into steam at 100 degrees Celsius. The question is to draw a heating curve to show the conversion. So for that we are doing like this. We are taking two axes, temperature degrees Celsius, time T out here. In seconds we can take, in minutes we can take. The temperature of the ice initially is minus 10, so it is not going to change its state there. So there will be change of temperature. Then you are heating, so the temperature will rise like this. It comes to 0 because 0 degrees Celsius is the melting point of ice. Now ice will start melting from this point. It will start melting by absorbing heat. It will take longer time, slowly, and now the change of ice into water is complete. That is, ice has completely melted here at this point. Now, on further heating, the temperature of the water form now will increase, and it will be again boiling. Another change of state will take place. That is the boiling of water. And boiling of water will take place at 100 degrees Celsius. So now the water will start boiling from this point. It will come up to 100 degrees Celsius. Here. And now boiling point, now it will start boiling here. So boiling line, change of state line will show like this. This way. The line parallel to the principal axis shows the change of state. Here. We can darken this line. Change of state. One change of state is here and one change of state is here. This is ice is melting into water, that is this change of state is the process of melting and this is the process of boiling. Here we can write melting, this region will be called boiling. Boiling point of water is 100, so in front of 100 I am doing like this, parallel. What does this line, flat line represent? That there is no change in the value of this one. Temperature remains 0 degree all the time, 0, 0, 0, no change of temperature until the change of state process is complete. Here also change temperature remains 100 degree everywhere at all the points. 100 degree, 100 degree, here also everywhere 100 degree till the change of state process is complete. So we will show that melting, boiling. And here the temperature is rising, here also the temperature is rising. So if I name this point as like A, B, C, D, E. This is the heating curve to show the conversion of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius into steam at 100 degrees Celsius. You must be noticing that melting region and the boiling region, the line, this for region. Which of the region I have made longer? I have not made of equal size. Boiling region is longer than the melting region. Why? Why this line is longer than this line? What is the reason? The reason is that the latent heat of vaporization, that is LV, latent heat of vaporization value is how much? 2260 joule per gram, whereas latent heat of fusion of ice is only 336. If we compare the two values, we find that the boiling time it absorbs or it requires large quantity of heat as compared to the melting time. So that's why this region will be taking longer time because it's going to absorb larger quantity of heat. That's why this region is longer than this region. We say why this region is longer because the latent heat of boiling is more than the latent heat of melting. We can say that is also correct answer. Or we say the latent heat of vaporization of steam is bigger than the latent heat of fusion of ice. We can give values also for reference. For example, latent heat of vaporization of steam is 2260 joule per gram, whereas the latent heat of fusion of ice is only 336 joule per gram. 2260 and 336. This is almost 7 times more. This is almost 7 times more than this one. That's why this line we draw almost 7 times more than this one. So we don't have that much space, we just draw roughly longer than this one. So that is the reason behind. Or even question becomes why this region is shorter than that, because in this part the quantity of heat, the latent heat value of melting has got lower value than the latent heat of vaporization or latent heat of needed for boiling. Boiling time it consumes more heat. That is the idea. Such a curve is called heating curve. Question may suppose ask you that convert ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius into steam at 120 degrees Celsius. How to show? Now from here onwards the formation of steam is taking place like this. And the change of state is complete here. Now fully the water has changed into steam. Now temperature of the steam will increase now further. So 120, so we can go up to 120 and it will go till here. Even question comes like this, ice at 0 degrees Celsius given and you want to convert into steam. Ice already at 0, so once you start heating, at first only it will start melting like this. This region will come here only, in the beginning only like this. And then the temperature will rise and it will go like that. If question is like that, so depending upon the question. Now what is the reverse of this cooling curve? Heating curve is done. Now the cooling curve. Cooling curve. Cooling curve is just the opposite of that. Cooling curve, they may ask you cool steam at 100 degrees Celsius to finally change it into ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. You have to keep cooling it. When does cooling take place? When it loses heat, when it gives out heat or when it rejects heat. When it rejects heat, then it starts cooling. So there will be fall of temperature. So cooling curve will be showing like reverse of this. Cooling curve will be showing. We are having steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Steam at 100 degrees Celsius will show here. When you start cooling at first only the steam will be changing into water. The first only will have the line coming like this. At first only will have the line coming like change of state. Now steam is cooling and is now fully changing into water, but the temperature of water at that moment will be 100. Now the temperature of that water will decrease if we start cooling. Water temperature now will become 0 because at 0 degrees Celsius water freezes into ice, freezing point. So here we will show the freezing effect like this by a line, but shorter line here, longer, because we know the quantity of heat rejected will be more here as compared to this one. Now we are having ice is formed here. Formation of ice starts from this point and it completes here. Now the ice temperature will be 0, but we want ice of -10. That means ice temperature further will be lowered, -10 degree, somewhere here, in front of this line, here. Here, like this. We can give the name here also, like A, B, C, D, E. What is happening in the region AB? What is happening? So we say cooling, that is condensation. When steam or vapor changes into liquid, we call it condensation. Condensation or liquefaction, anyone we can say, condensation or liquefaction, we can say, liquefaction. Now at this point what is happening is freezing. What is taking place here in the region is freezing. Why this line is longer than that line? Because the amount of heat lost or amount of heat given out or rejected at the time of condensation is more than the amount of heat rejected at the time of freezing, because the value of it is 2260 and here the value is 336 joule per gram. So comparing the two values, this region will keep longer than this region. So this is how we will be drawing the cooling curve. It is just the reverse of that. Question may come about any, it is not only about ice and steam, it can be about anything else, but they will give that and melting point will be given and boiling point will be given. So accordingly we will check and draw. So suppose another question, if they are saying that they are having naphthalene ball, there is a naphthalene ball, they are saying naphthalene ball at 100 degrees Celsius given. Naphthalene ball is at 100 degrees Celsius given to you, and you have to supply the amount of heat so that it changes into the liquid. It changes into a liquid at 40 degrees Celsius. Naphthalene ball is changing into a liquid at 40 degrees Celsius. And in the bracket they have given melting point of Np of naphthalene. Np of naphthalene equal to 80 degrees Celsius. Draw a heating curve to show the conversion. All we will do, for that we will be doing like this. 100, so you can write as 0, 20, gap of 20, 20, can take 40, 60, 80, 100. This is temperature we are taking in degrees Celsius. Proper leveling we must give. Here you can write time in seconds, minute. You can take it here. So naphthalene ball at 100 degrees Celsius given, but the melting point is here 80 degrees Celsius. So in the beginning the naphthalene ball will be 100 here. Once you naphthalene mark I take it like this. Question says naphthalene ball at 40 degrees Celsius is given. 40 degrees Celsius is given, and you are changing it into. Question says you are changing it into vapor of 100 degrees Celsius. Naphthalene vapor of 100 degrees Celsius. The question says that naphthalene ball at 40 degrees Celsius is given, and we are changing it into vapor of 100 degrees Celsius. How do we do? 40 degrees here, so we'll be heating it. So now melting point is 80, so it will come up to 80 here, and then the melting will start. So melting region will be like this. Any line parallel to this axis will show the change of state. Now the process of melting is complete here. Now this will go up to 100 here. So what is happening in this region? Melting. This is how we will draw. We can name it A, B, C, D. So this type of question also you may not anything else. So always keep in mind at the time of melting point or the boiling point, change of state will take place, and change of state is shown by a line drawn parallel to the x-axis. Now you may get even a question like this. I'll show that one. There is the curve given here, temperature, degree Celsius given. Here amount of heat is given, and they are showing like this. T1, T2, T3, T4. There is a curve shown out here. This is definitely heating curve because temperature is rising. Question says a substance in the solid state. A substance in the solid state is being heated continuously till it changes into vapor. For which the heating curve, following heating curve is obtained. So this is what they are showing. And now the question says, what is happening in the region BC and D? What is happening in the region BC and D? There are two changes of state. One is here, one is here. The shorter region will be melting and the longer region will be boiling. So you will say in the region BC boiling, melting taking place. Here this region is melting, and out here this region is showing boiling. That is the first answer. Second question they are asking, why the region D longer than the region BC? Reason is same, because the latent heat of boiling is more than the latent heat of melting. Now the third question they are asking, what is the physical state of the solid in the region CD? We say this region C to D region, it is in the liquid form, because solid now will be melting and will be changing into liquid over here. So the CD region represents liquid state. What is happening in the region EF? You say that this is what state? Gas or vapor state. You can say that the temperature of the gas or vapor is increasing in the region EF, is increasing. Now question is asking, what is the melting point of the substance? What is the melting point of the substance? This is melting region, so melting point of the substance is T2, but unit will take it here. T2 degree Celsius. The melting point of the substance is T2 degree Celsius. What is the boiling point of the substance? Boiling point of the substance is how much? That is T3 degree Celsius, we will say that. What is the rise of temperature of the solid? We know solid is from here till here is solid. What is the rise of temperature? T2 minus T1. We write like this. T2 minus T1 within bracket degree Celsius we write. T2 minus T1 degree Celsius. What is the rise of temperature in the region CD? Or what is the rise of temperature of the liquid? Liquid is from here to here. What is the rise of temperature? There we will say T3 minus T2. Like that we will be answering the question. This type of question also may come in ICC for 2 or 3 marks. Like that. Even they may ask you why, what is the rise of temperature of the vapor? So this state is the vapor state. What is the rise of temperature? T4 minus T3. They will be writing in terms of alphabet. T4 minus T3, but unit is given here. Will follow that unit there. So this is quite simple. So with this, the theory part of this chapter is over. So next day we will be doing the problem.